My name is Angelo Lopez. I'm a Filipino-American political cartoonist and fine artist, and I have the honor and pleasure today to speak to my good friend and my fellow artist, Jayashree Sadasivan, right? Is that right? Okay. Jay,
Jay is also fine. Yeah.
okay. Jay is a fine artist, a muralist, an illustrator, and a graphic designer. She enjoys painting, drawing, art for utility boxes, and pictures for children's books, and logo designs for local businesses. And her art has been published in several art magazines, books, and periodicals. She enjoys observing and documenting animal behaviors, hiking, content writing, and participating in citizen science projects. Thank you. It is an honor to be speaking to you today.
Thank you, Angelo. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, let me start off by just asking you, what's your background and how did you
Uh-huh.
become interested in art?
Um, so actually, I'm an engineer,
Uh,
um, and I started art ever since my parents gave me a box of crayons. Uh, from kindergarten. So, since then, like colors have always fascinated me. I like how to mix color swatches, make color swatches, and make my own color palettes. And that really started off into art.
yeah.
Although I earned my bachelor's in electrical and electronic engineering and also earned a certification in graphics and in interactive design quite recently. But art has always been there with me. I don't know what it is like without art.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
how I started with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who are your artist heroes and heroines, and how have they
Okay.
influenced you?
Um, Actually, I have a lot. Just last week,
Okay.
as we were talking, as we have exactly last Sunday, I visited the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum. So now I'm
Oh, wow.
interested in her paintings. I
Oh, wow.
really enjoyed her Kala Lily artwork. That was really, I mean, because it was on a white background, and the Kala Lily itself is white. So she tried to show how you can achieve um, dimension using
Yeah, yeah.
the same thing.
Were
So
you in New
and
Mexico at that time? Were you in New Mexico?
yes,
Oh,
I was
okay.
in New Mexico. I came here only on Wednesday. So
Oh, okay. So you must be tired.
no, I'm all right. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. My wife and
And
Lisa
then,
and I, we went to New Mexico. We saw the museum. It was wonderful and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was wonderful, right? Yeah. And other artist is Claudette Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like his bridge over the pond of water lilies.
Yeah.
I like the way he achieves the vivid greens and the reflections that he gets in his paintings. So
Yeah.
in that particular painting, I also like Picasso. I think my favorite Picasso painting is still the Three Musicians. I
Yeah.
think
I
you
like that
know
one
about
too.
it.
I like that.
Mhm.
You like color.
Yes,
Really love color. I think all three of those artists are really great with color and stuff.
yes.
So
Yeah, color is what, got me into, when I was younger, I had crayons and I could mix so many colors. I did not know back then if you mix orange and, I mean, if you mix yellow and blue, you'll get uh, um,
green, I
uh,
guess.
green. Yeah, back then I did not know that. So I was like, yeah, so I just thought, okay, let me just mix colors and see what I can get. And I would give my own color names back then. This was like in
Oh.
kindergarten. So
Oh,
that's what, really got me. I had crayons first, and then I was introduced to watercolors later.
oh,
Um,
okay, okay,
yeah. So
okay.
these are few. Even Birger Sanderson is one of the artists. I think he has a memorial studio kind of thing, gallery in Kansas.
Oh,
He
okay.
also uses vivid colors, and I would say moonrise over the Colorado River is so beautiful. The way he
Oh.
captures the light and the brush strokes, really need to check out
I don't know him
that.
and stuff, so I'll have to check him out and stuff. Yeah, I'll have to check him out. So yeah, okay, oh, that's cool. Do you have any others or?
Yeah, I have the Pierre-Joseph Redouté. He's more a botanical artist, mainly
Oh,
using watercolors. And you need to check out his rose paintings. He has a series of rose paintings, and he just
oh,
uses one single color with different tones and values. So the richness in those colors, make it so stunning that you just use a limited color palette, and
oh,
um
yeah.
it'll be just fine. It'll be like totally three-dimensional.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's also.
So as well as color, you love nature art.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Yeah, I noticed
yeah.
four of the artists that you mentioned are really famous for their works of nature.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
I'm more inspired by nature, and all these artists, how they have influenced me is I like, if I go to a gallery, I like to, look at one particular art for hours together. I can be
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
staring into that, and I like to actually figure out like what elements work for their composition, and make them work it, and try to implement what elements, like, worked for them, so that I can like implement that in my own artwork. So, and I
Yeah.
also try to see how what colors they use to get the values or the dimension or the volume in a painting. So all this is yeah.
Yeah, all artists do that. When I was an art student, I would go to
Mm-hmm.
a gallery and I would just sit and stare and try to
Mm-hmm.
figure out. I think all artists do that and stuff. That's why so many students are in the Louvre, right? They're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out how those artists do their stuff. So you're not alone and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm curious though. What's your favorite medium that you use?
Yeah.
You said watercolor, but and what's your process when you do your art?
Okay, so actually, I wouldn't say I have a favorite medium, because I like to try many art mediums. But lately, doing mixed media and color pencils, especially the water soluble ones.
Yeah.
And I also like digital art and acrylic. So, like, for me, it's like I would say doing mixed media is truly like, it gives me a magical experience. Like yeah, so I would say maybe the mediums that I just mentioned are my favorite mediums.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Do you
Yeah.
like the looseness of it or the because your work and stuff, there's a lot of like I can tell that you put a lot of time and effort. Do you like the process of doing it
So far, yes, I
so
liked
far?
enjoying doing super
Yeah,
super
yeah.
realistic way. But this year, decided to set a goal for myself, and wanted to go loose and expressive, and just play with color, and just throw out, just be as loose as possible. So that's one of my goals for this year, is to do like more free and loose kind of paintings, and also try to I've always done like realistic paintings, and I want to do more like abstract kind of
Oh,
paintings,
yeah, yeah.
abstract and a little bit of realism, because my goal is always taking me towards realism, but I also want to break away from the realism, and I want to do something like abstractish kind of
Yeah, yeah.
kind
Well, you
of a
mean
thing.
one of your heroes, Picasso. He
Yeah.
experimented in different stuff too. And so,
Mhm.
well, good luck with that. My artwork is very tight. It's very
Yes.
difficult for me to go loose and stuff because
Ye-
I'm so
ye-
used to being tight. Do you worry about that, or do you want your looseness to make your brush strokes better, I guess?
No, I just want to, just want to try how, because many people, have done the loose work and they seem to have enjoyed it. So I just
Yeah,
want to challenge myself. It's more a challenge because I know it's easy for me to get into realism,
yeah.
but breaking away from realism and going and loose is difficult. So that is one of the challenges that I've kept for myself this year, that I want to do more like, abstract and uh, stray away from realism.
Oh, okay, okay. Are you going to go big or small and stuff?
Um, maybe uh, I would start with like a medium size, something like a 8 by 10. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if you want to call that small or big or medium.
I think that's
So
more
it
medium.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and then you're going to go big later and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Yeah,
would
that's
first start with like a medium size and then see how it goes. Because
oh,
like when you be doing keep on painting realism, you sometimes you forget when you're in the zone while creating, you kind of forget uh, whether whether you'll be doing like a very loose style, or whether you'll be doing uh, tight. So I just want to start off small first and see how it goes.
oh, okay. Well, I've seen your work. You're a good artist, so I think you do well. It's just I don't think I've ever seen any a loose style of yours before. Do you still do the pen and ink kind of stuff or no?
Sometimes yes, and right now no, but I might do later on in the future. But right now no. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. So, both of us have done
Mm-hmm.
artwork for utility boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
for you, what was that experience like? And what did you
For me,
love about doing art for utility box?
For me, actually, Angelo, that has been both the utility art boxes like has been a like a rewarding experience for me.
Oh,
I totally enjoyed my time painting these utility boxes, and I like the fact that my art is like contributing to beautifying our cities. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I feel like I'm contributing to a greater good. So yeah, the recent one, the Sunnyvale box, that is like located at Homestead at Belleville Way
Yeah,
in Sunnyvale. So that was mainly generally each box which I work on a theme that is very close to me.
yeah,
So for the Sunnyvale, I decided to go with a celebration of our younger audience around the community, because the box is located closer to an elementary school and there is a daycare.
yeah,
So I just wanted to go as a celebration of the children in that community.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I also remember like when I was painting on one of the panels in the utility box. I remember that a few toddlers who would come by, and they would like learn the names of the colors which I used in on my box, and then they would point out to me if they see green in my painting, then they would point the same green to a tree. So in a
oh.
way, I so in a way, I felt like I was teaching them
Yeah,
colors.
yeah,
Yeah, I even remember there was a yellow ochre kind of painting in mind, and
yeah.
that particular toddler, he was so impressed, and he then there was a school bus with a similar color, so he showed it to me. Like
Oh,
he couldn't, he's not yet at the age where he's talking. He's just learning how to walk, so that was fun. So
oh,
I felt that that utility box, like it targeted our right the right audience. So
Oh,
the toddler is one of the things. There were
yeah.
several kids over there, they were like, they would go to summer camp or something, and they would, since there is a stop sign, they would give a shout out. So it was like, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
yeah,
fun. It was so nice. And then, of course, there are a lot of people over there. Since I worked on a hot summer day, they were like offering for water or some kind of a shade, and that was fun. Yeah, so that was really a nice experience. Yeah, I would say it's a rewarding experience because so many people were very kind, very appreciative. They would give
Yeah.
shout outs from their cars, because everything, both the boxes which I worked on had a ramp that connects to a highway, so
Oh,
everybody has to stop um, in front of my utility box, either to make a left or a right,
yeah,
depending on
yeah,
the
yeah.
situation. So it was nice. So many people giving encouragement. And the San Jose box, particularly, I remember like there were so many homeless people. They
Yeah.
had also given. They were very appreciative and very kind.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
since that box was just across the box, there was not across the box. It was on a sidewalk, and that box, near that box, there was a person. He was so very, he would watch over my box when I'm not around. He
Oh,
kept an eye for us. He gave us so many like tools or something, because initially we had to scrape the old paint off, and
oh, yeah,
then
yeah,
put,
yeah.
clean the things. So
Did you have to
uh,
sand? Did you have to sand it down?
yes,
Yeah, I had to do
a
that
lot
too.
lot of
Yeah.
sanding.
Yeah, that sanding was
Yes,
a pain for me.
yes.
Not so much for the I did two. The Santa Clara one, I had to do a lot of sanding and stuff. But the other one, I don't I think they sanded it down for me already and stuff. So
The Sunnyvale one, I never did any sort of sanding. They did not want us to do sanding at all.
oh yeah.
But the San Jose one, you had to do a lot, because it was already painted, and we had to I mean, it was painted by another artist. They did some sanding first, but
Oh,
again, we had to do further. So there was an owner who was in the same neighborhood where the box was located, owner of a huge house. He was busily remodeling his house, so he had given some tools, and he was still, very he knows his tools well, kind of thing. He had knowledge on how to use his tools, so
oh
he had
yeah,
given
yeah, yeah.
us like paint scrapers to remove the old paint. And he gave me his number, and he told me, if you're not around, let me know, I will watch over your box. And it was like, because that area was the Sunnyvale area was more school kids and things, but the San Jose area was like, it was a new area for me. So
Oh yeah,
so it was kind of better that that person, he invited us to his home, and he showed me some of the paintings that he purchased for
oh.
his decorating his house. So there were a couple of California poppies and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's
So
cool. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
curious. For their San Jose one, okay, so the one in Sunnyvale was during the summer where it was hot. If I remember correctly, wasn't the one in San Jose when it was cold, or am I wrong?
No, it was in the fall,
Yeah.
more the week of Thanksgiving. They had just given us like 2 weeks. This was actually commissioned by, it's not by the city of San Jose. It's more like the Two Fish design studio.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, okay.
I think they are the owner of the Kaled Gallery, and another gallery is like the Phantom Galleries. I
Oh,
think all
okay.
that is in the San Jose area.
I think downtown
So
San Jose, right? Downtown San Jose, right?
yes, yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay.
It's closer to the Sunnyway, San Jose Library, public library.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's on East Reed Street and South Fifth Street in San
Oh,
Jose.
okay. Yeah.
So there, when I had applied, I had just given my portfolio, And they, since the box is located in the Sun neighborhood, they wanted me to paint a lion that because I had also given more. I mostly do wildlife, so I had given only wildlife kind of paintings to has a submission for my portfolio.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they wanted me to paint a lion which looks like the sun,
yeah.
because that's the Sun neighborhood. So that was like, so then I thought, okay, that since wildlife is another theme that is close to my heart, I
Yeah,
thought, I'll do that painting more like a tribute to Cecil the lion.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so that box, the entire two boxes is more like, maybe Cecil is not alive in real life, but he's definitely roaring in San Jose. So yeah, so that was like fun. And only last month, 2 weeks ago, I like, before I'd gone to this New Mexico trip,
Yeah.
I wanted to go and check out a few galleries over there for the Christmas show. I think 2 weeks, early December, I went there. And I went to Kaled Gallery, wanted to just check out the gallery and see whether I can exhibit my art in the future
Oh,
there. So when I went there, I did not see I was hoping to see the lady who actually hired me to paint this, do the studio paint. I mean, to do the San Jose painting, but she wasn't there, and there was somebody else who was
yeah, yeah,
looking after the gallery. So he was like, he was like, we just started like a conversation, and we just started talking. And I never met him at all,
yeah, yeah.
and he was like, telling, not far from this gallery is a painting of on a utility box of a lion. And he kept on praising about the artwork, and he wanted to meet the artist. He was going on talking so much. He was like telling
He
it
didn't
was so
realize it was
intriguing
you.
and interest. Yeah, he did not know it was me.
Yeah.
And he kept on telling, he was like telling, someday I wish I can meet the artist. So I was like, and he kept on talking so much and praising. Did not want to interrupt my conversation with him. So like I thought, okay, let me enjoy the limelight even if it's for a small time.
Isn't that a wonderful feeling, though? Isn't that a wonderful
Yeah.
feeling? Yeah,
Yeah, because the San Jose one, I did it like back in 2021, in the
yeah,
fall of 2021. So yeah, and then it was so nice, like totally somebody whom you've never met, and still they are talking about the lion painting. So that
yeah,
was, then I was like, finally, after he finished talking, I was like, I'm the artist behind
yeah.
the lion utility box. He was like super overjoyed, and like he actually was so happy to meet me. So it was like all these experiences are like,
Yeah,
it's like, you're making somebody happy, and everybody. So that really, doing all these utility art boxes is truly a rewarding experience for me, and I hope I can do more utility
yeah,
boxes in the
yeah,
future,
yeah.
or any sort of pub murals or anything. Yeah.
I
And
think,
also a big shout out and thank you to Sunnyvale Mayor. I think probably he's the only mayor who is showing so much. Sunnyvale Mayor Larry Klein,
yeah,
he's the
he's a
only
good
one
mayor. He's a
probably,
good mayor.
yeah,
He's very
showing
supportive of the
support.
local artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, but what you were saying, I had a wonderful time doing art for utility boxes too and stuff, and I had the
Mhm,
exact same experience as you. Um,
mhm,
I loved talking to the community. Everybody would come,
mhm,
the same thing as you. Pedestrians would come up to me, offer me food and
mhm,
drink.
mhm.
And but the cool thing about you is you talk to the homeless people. You know, there's a stereotype of homeless people as being bad
Yes,
people, but that's not
yes,
true. Most homeless
yes,
people are
that's
actually okay.
true. Yeah, that's what I realized. I was also before the doing the San Jose uh, box. I would say I was also a group among the stereotypes that you just
Yeah,
mentioned. And after that experience, it totally changed me, because they are also like people like us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
they're just the same and
they are
stuff,
also normal, same stuff, just that
Yeah,
they chose to be uh, uh
yeah, they
homeless.
don't
So
have a
that's,
home and stuff. But yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, I loved it and
yeah,
stuff. And the good thing about you is that a thousand, like if you put your work in a gallery, a few people will see it. But if your art is
yeah,
in a utility box,
yes,
how many thousands of people will be seeing your artwork,
yes.
right?
They would
And
even stand from the from the from the sunroof of the cars, and give
yeah,
big applause
they did
and
the
all
same thing
those
to
things.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
lucky though because you're near the corner. And so
Mhm.
when the car stops to turn,
Yes,
whoever's the passenger is instantly going to look at your art and stuff.
yes,
So,
yes,
and if you think about how many cars a day, and then how many cars a week, and how many cars
yes,
a month and a year, thousands of
yes,
people are seeing your artwork
yes,
and stuff.
yes, true.
So that's cool. That story of yours and the gallery owner. And so,
Mm.
there's also try Chopsticks Alley Art Gallery in San Jose. That's a
Okay,
good. That's a Yeah. Try that gallery too because I've exhibited twice there and stuff, and they're specifically looking for Asian American art, and the owner's very nice and stuff, and she really wants to. And you're a good artist and stuff, right?
okay, thank you.
So
Yeah.
they'll like your work and stuff. So I have a feel. It's just they do their art in themes and stuff. So like
Mhm.
one show will be about food, Asian food. Another one
Okay.
be about I don't know, family or something. So, but go
Mhm.
to their website and look and stuff, and submit paintings. I'm sure a few of your paintings will be accepted because you're a good artist. It's just
Okay.
it's in San Jose. I think it's in Second or Third Street. So
Okay,
that
I think
Khalid Gallery that you talked about.
yeah, yeah,
I think it's a
yeah.
block or two away.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
it's in the same vicinity of the Khalid Gallery. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's around the same area and stuff. So okay. So you know what? We have 6 minutes for this first Zoom meeting and stuff. So
Okay.
let me ask you a question. And then if you don't have time, if we get cut off, I will continue on the second Zoom link. So
Okay, sure.
both of us are Asian Americans.
Mhm.
So how is your Asian heritage and specifically your Indian heritage influenced your art?
Um, yeah, so growing up, um, we would draw rangolis in front of our houses,
Yeah.
and each rango each day you do, it's like every day you do, it's like a ritual. You do it every day. The first thing in the morning, you would see people wash the doorstep, and you would draw rangoli patterns. That's mainly, you do that the first thing in the morning. That's
Oh,
mainly, and every day it will be a new pattern or a new design. You wouldn't repeat it. And
oh,
when you have festivals and all, those things will be much more uh, vibrant and grand.
yeah.
So it's an rangoli is like more an art form where you use rice flour, dried rice flour, or colored sand. Are you on
Oh,
mute? Okay, okay.
oh,
Or colored sand, and you decorate your house. It's mainly done to represent happiness and positivity. So, living in that kind of environment, and also creating henna. I think you're familiar with it.
yeah,
It's a removable tattoo.
yeah.
So you would have seen those designs. So those kind of motives I try to incorporate in my usual art practice.
Yeah.
So that's where, sometimes I like to use some of the patterns or the Rangoli designs as a border for my artwork. So yeah, and if you look at the San Jose utility boxes, the San Jose one, I used some of the Indian motifs on my lion painting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, so Yeah, so I try to
Design is
use
very
the
important.
design.
Patterns
Yeah,
and design, because I remember your elephant and stuff a long time
yes,
ago, the pen and ink elephant with
yes,
the design
yes,
and stuff. Is
yes,
that an influence of Indian art too?
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I love this
The,
stuff, but I've never seen that before. It seems like a lot of Indian art is intricate. Is it? Or is that
yes.
right, or am I wrong?
No, no, you are correct. Most of it is intricate, and they would probably use stones and beads. And then there is Tanjore painting, where you use something like a modeling paste, and then you apply paint, and then you add stones and things like that. Yes, you're correct. Most of the Indian art is intricate,
Oh,
including Madhubani painting. Even that is like intricate. You have a border, and you have patterns, and then you create your animals or whatever the everyday scenes. So
okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Is it because you like color too?
Yes.
Is it colorful or no?
The Madhubani paintings are colorful.
Oh, okay.
In the olden days, people used only like turmeric powder and that earth-based kind of tones.
Oh,
But like you would grind like cinnamon to get brown, or you would
oh,
use turmeric, that kind. But today with we have lot of pigments, so people are using acrylic paints and poster paints or gouache or something. We have many colors right today. So back then people did not have brushes, so they
oh,
used to use the twigs and paint it. But and they would use more like charcoal, kind of a stick for the outline. And
oh, okay.
but today we have a lot of supplies, right? There are a lot of supplies everywhere, so it has evolved from then to now. So
Yeah,
people mostly use, but Madhubani painting is mostly done in acrylic, in a handmade paper.
yeah.
um so yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That
So
sounds
even
cool.
those things are processed today. So like back then you would make your own handmade paper, but today you can get handmade paper on over the in the market. So yeah.
I guess my next question, what are some future art projects that you have planned right now?
Um yeah, so just a moment. Just having a yeah, got it. So right now I'm working on an I can't reveal so much, but I can just tell you that I'm working on an way. Yes,
Oh,
that's better. Okay, I think yeah. So right now I'm working on a. I'm worried that can you see uh in my.
no,
Mm,
I see a cardinal in your background and stuff. That's about it.
okay, you don't
Yeah.
see the sun. Okay,
No,
okay,
I don't
fine.
see the sun.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah. So right now, like I'm working on a children's picture book illustration project. So
Oh,
this is, yeah. So this is like I'm only doing the illustration part. The author is located in Miami, Florida,
oh
and
wow.
she has done the writing part of the story,
Yeah, yeah.
whereas I'm only doing the only illustrations. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is exciting. I've almost there are only like a couple of more paragraphs to illustrate, and
Oh.
before the book will be out.
Uh-huh.
I think it will be out um, p- perhaps April to June of this year.
Oh,
It might be out.
yeah. Oh, that
So
sounds
that
like fun. That sounds like fun.
yeah, yeah. The book is called Sally's Heart. And the main I'm like the main protagonist is of course Sally, and it's like I'm really enjoying illustrating this book and getting to know Sally through this book. And Sally is apparently actually an actual person.
Oh,
So yeah,
it's
that's
like a biography, I guess. Is it like a
no,
bio?
it's not. It's not a biography. It's more like a story kind of thing aimed for early reading kids.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah, it's more like a tribute to kind of a to Sally kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Oh,
that has
cool.
been exciting. So I'm like really enjoying illustrating the
Yeah.
book. So
It's a lot of
looking
fun,
forward.
right? It's a lot of
Yes,
fun. Yeah.
yes.
Mm,
Yeah, so looking forward to that.
yeah.
Then one more project is I mostly enjoy painting animals. I think you already know that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I like, to support animals through many art organizations and
Oh,
help through my art to raise funds for animal conservation efforts.
oh, yeah, yeah.
So last year, like I started working on a project called like it's a more a series of paintings which I called a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, so that this year I want to continue the same theme with for this year, but just
yeah.
that I want to go more bold with colors and be more loose. And
Yeah.
that's one of the projects I wanted to do for this year. And perhaps another thing is I want to get my art into galleries and probably do like a few group art shows or art markets this year
Yeah, yeah.
and see how it takes me.
Have you thought of, okay, so you're gonna look for places to show your work. Have you thought of open studios?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about
Okay.
doing open studios. I'm still. They said that if you, I attended one of the open studios info sessions,
Yeah.
and they told that if you go as a group, you might get a group discount. So I
Oh.
was looking. I'm seeing that if you're going to do the open studios and you have a group, then I'm more than happy to join your group.
Oh yeah, I don't think I can this year. I'm taking care of my mother-in-law and my dad. I just don't have time and stuff. But I have had to refuse a few. Like I wanted to do a mural for a library, but I couldn't do it because I just didn't have the time. So
Mhm.
until I find the time, I just have to be content to like joining a few gallery shows where I can just show up
Mhm.
once a month and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I would because this isn't Open Studios 3 days, right? Isn't it 2 or 3 days?
I think the open studios for South Bay is on the last the weekend before the Memorial Day weekend for
Oh,
South
okay.
Bay this year. So yeah, I'm seeing like if um like 194 is a little bit expensive for a single person, whether I want to do it that way or just show in group shows in galleries and then then
The more
get
people will come.
into
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, your work is good. I think it's just fine. Since you're in the Sunnyvale Art Club, there's probably members there who'd love to
Mhm.
show with you. Because I went,
I did ask few members, and some of them are not really keen on, because
um,
with the Sunnyvale Art Club, you have the downtown art and wine festival, and most of them are happy to sell through
go
those
through that.
spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, I always think the more venues you can go, but a couple of years ago, I think who was it Penny? I think Penny.
Mhm.
I was with Penny, and a few other Matt.
Yeah, I attended your Silicon Valley Open Studios.
Yeah,
Yes, I
that was
remember.
fun and
I think
stuff.
with
But I didn't.
Lavone.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
was it Matt or Penny who organized it and stuff. But they did a good
Mhm.
job and stuff. All I did was follow along. But if you can find somebody like that, maybe Jita or Neela would be interested and stuff. I don't know and stuff. But remember the Sunnyvale Art Gallery? Weren't you participating in that?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But not at the open studios. Just as we had through the Sunnyvale Art Club, you had a group show, right? The holiday show in the
Yeah.
winter. Yeah, only those shows. I never did the open studios. So yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm still thinking, I have two minds whether to participate this year, or like, if I don't find a group, then how does it work? And more than anything, I don't want to keep making prints. I would rather work small.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
because yeah, so instead of doing big, because most folks, when I attended the info session, they said that they sell only greeting cards and they don't sell you're definitely going to sell greeting cards, but they don't sell more than that. So what's the point in doing prints? And
Yeah,
just
if you don't sell them and stuff, you're stuck with a bunch of prints, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
made a few
I
prints, but I have the same thing. I sell more greeting cards, or than prints too. But I never thought of it and stuff. But I do have a whole bunch of prints that are just kind of collecting dust, right? Yeah, but that's something you learn, right? You
yes.
don't know that until you actually participate, right?
Yes, I know one artist who actually decided to never do prints of his works, but he always works small. He does all his paintings 5x7 original artwork, 5x7. He just chooses not to take prints. So
Um,
so everything will be one of a kind. So that's I think I'm liking his business model that way, because I too don't want to go for prints. I would rather work small.
since you're going to go for you're going to experiment with a loose style this year, that might actually be very
Yes,
good and stuff because when you're loose, you have to be fast, right?
fast. Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, good luck in that. One of the things that I like, I'm going to show my work in the library, the Sunnyvale Public
Mhm,
Library. They have that nook,
mhm.
and I think Red Rock
Yeah,
Cafe. Yeah, and
yeah.
coffee shops. The bean scene in Sunnyvale. I've actually sold
Yes.
a ton of stuff on the bean scene and stuff. So if you're
Mhm.
thinking about showing your work, the bean scene's actually, have you sold stuff in the bean scene?
No, I actually only sold it at the Sunnyvale Library show once. At
Oh,
the
okay.
Sunnyvale Library show, in fact, that's the tribute to Cecil Paint. It was on the juried. We have the Sunnyvale Art Club juried show right in June in the Sunnyvale Library.
Yeah,
So a person who like lions so much, she got it.
yeah.
That's the
Okay.
only painting I sold so far. Yeah.
Oh no, that's okay. Your work is good. I mean, if that gallery person praised your work without knowing it was you, that
Mhm.
utility box, that that
Mhm.
that that must that shows that you have a audience for your work. So don't worry.
Yes.
When you do show your work, it'll be cool and stuff. So
Yeah, the
okay.
art marketing is something I need to work on.
Yeah.
I mean, marketing skills is also plays a role. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
also
think
something.
that's one of the things. I majored in art and stuff, but gosh, a lot of artists come out in the world not knowing what to do and stuff. I always
Mhm.
think that if you're going to major in art, you should take a course in business and you should take a
Mhm.
course in marketing, just so that you
Mhm.
know how to do finances and you know how to because if you don't know how to market, who's going to buy your work?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and stuff. Are you thinking about doing more utility boxes or maybe murals or anything, or is that
I want to do utility or murals kind of things. So I I want to do that because the past two experience have been amazing. So
yeah,
your art contributes, as you said, your art contributes to a wider audience as opposed to galleries. So
yeah.
um and yeah, preferably not in winter anymore. Yeah, and yeah, the thing is, with both the utility boxes, I never had restroom access, so that was a problem for me.
That was a problem
I
for me
tried it.
too.
Mhm.
Because when I did it, it was in the summer and it was hot,
Mhm.
and stuff. And so I had to drink water all the time. But if you drink a lot of water, at some point you're going to need to use the bathroom, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Was it helpful that your husband was there so that if you needed to use the bathroom, he can look over the utility box while you go find a bathroom?
Yeah, that for the San Jose one, definitely yes.
Oh,
For the Sunnyvale one, it was since it was on a summer day, and I would go only after 6 o'clock in the evenings, because in Sunnyvale they allowed us. They told us you can even work in the night. So I would go only after 6 o'clock because it was directly under the sun, and there were a lot of trees for me. So yeah, so it's okay. The Sunnyvale one was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
this for me the cold is more a problem. The summer hot is not a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Was it Kataki? Somebody, I forgot who it was, but somebody, they had to do their utility box in the January when it was raining, and I thought, why would somebody
I think it
schedule to
was
do it?
Geeta had to do it. I
Was it Gita?
remember
I forgot who.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was yeah, for her Santa Clara project, I guess. Yeah.
it was in It was in the rain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, why would you schedule it in the rain?
Mhm.
Yeah, I did Santa Clara, but it was in the summer. So my problem was just God, where's the bathroom? Because I need to I'm drinking so much water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, but the thing was I think it was Ajita. She told me her problem was the wind and stuff.
Yeah,
It kept on
cool.
blowing her stuff away, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So okay. So okay. Any other plans besides that or
So yeah, probably only these are my future projects. So, like I said, voice for the voiceless, that I want to do continue this year, in
no?
order to raise funds for artists, for animal conservation efforts.
Yeah,
So yeah, so that's about it. I just want to do it more abstract kind of thing,
yeah.
not really a realistic thing. That's a challenge I want to work on.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I will be playing with lot of color again. Just that it's going to be loose.
Yeah.
Um, and probably some parting words for a beginner who wants to just
Oh yeah. I
start
was
out
going to ask that.
with.
What advice would you give to a beginning artist?
Yeah, so I was just like thinking, you, basically have like a sketchbook and draw every day, because even if I would say drawing rather than painting, because if you because if you don't get your drawing right, no matter how much ever you paint, you
Yeah.
won't get the proportions just right.
Yeah.
Um, and of course, the three magic words: practice, practice, and practice. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that was the thing that the teacher told me. The only way you can get better as an in art is to do art.
yes,
Yeah, and stuff. So thank you. So okay. Well, thank you very much and stuff. I enjoyed this wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it too.
of course. Thank you, Angelo. Like, I mean, like, and one more thing is, if you're a beginner artist,
Mm.
mm, uh, join a group, something like our Sunnyvale Art Club,
Yeah,
because you get to meet a lot of artists similar who share similar interests, and they
yeah,
can help you advance your skills. So if you
yeah,
have an art group, then that's the best way to further your skills. So
yeah. So
yeah.
you found it important to be in a community of artists.
Yes, yeah, yes, not
Oh,
necessarily. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. So if you be along among the artists, you can learn so much. In fact, learning how to paint utility boxes, I learned it from you.
oh,
So
for me.
So yeah, that was one more advice I wanted to give. Like, if you want to learn how to paint utility boxes, then you should have somebody either like you, or you can search, do your own research on the internet, and find how to make it work for you.
Yeah.
Just that, learn. Just one advice I would give is, better to pre-mix your paint and go and start painting right
Oh,
away, because
yeah. So it's
you would
quick,
be
right?
otherwise you would be wasting a lot of time over there, and you can never predict the weather. So it's
Yeah,
always better and have like a plan what you're going to do each day, and try to achieve that,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that you can finish things in a
yeah.
short duration. Because for us, for the San Jose one, we had only 2 weeks to do. We were given only 2 weeks, but for the Sunnyvale, it was like literally 2.5 months. So that was like
Yeah.
a huge difference for me, where as opposed to 2 weeks and 2.5 months. So yeah, so make a plan and go with it so that you'll be able to achieve your results and just have fun. Be like, there'll be a lot of people around um, giving you positive encouragement, so just have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was just as rewarding experience for you as it was for me and stuff. I have
Mhm,
yet to meet anybody who had a bad experience painting a utility box. You know, the other
mhm,
thing I would add is just if you're painting a utility box in the summer, make sure that you know where the bathrooms are and stuff so that if you need to, you can go to a bathroom and stuff. But yeah,
mhm,
yeah. I didn't think about that because when I did my utility box for Campbell and for Santa
mhm,
Clara, I didn't have that tight schedule. I forgot how
mhm,
much I had, but I had like 2 months for both and stuff.
mhm,
So I
mhm,
could take my time. 2 weeks, that's
mhm.
not a lot of time.
Yes,
Yeah.
because for yeah, the 2 weeks was a very short duration. So I just worked on the Thanksgiving week back in 2021. That entire day, all of my Thanksgiving was done doing utility boxes, because we had to finish off by December 1st. So yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much and stuff. So, okay.